I received a warning that you typically get on the Mercedes SL. Mine happens to be a later model, which is why I'm making this particular video. So on the Mercedes SL, you get the auxiliary battery malfunction light that comes on, and it typically just means that your battery is dead or has low voltage. The car tries to charge the battery after it senses low voltage, but if it doesn't see the battery responding to the charge, then you get the auxiliary battery malfunction message. So I got that on my car. Then I went to go ahead and try to find out how much it was to replace that battery. And to replace that battery is over $300 at your Mercedes store. So I thought, well, this can't be that hard. It's a battery, right? Well, starting in 2017, the Mercedes SL started putting their batteries behind the passenger seat. And that area there has, you just pull the two panels off, the top panel and the front panel, the decorative panels off. And that's easy. They're just to simply put your fingers underneath there and give it a tug, and they both come right off, and they'll pop in just as easily as they came off. But once you get underneath there, it's like they decided to fortify everything behind there. So your fuses and your auxiliary battery are located right behind your passenger seat and underneath that fortress of a plastic cover. So this fortress of a plastic cover has like 8 hex bolts. And these are Mongo hex bolts that are really super stout. So you remove these 8 hex bolts off this plastic piece, and you're thinking this is going to pop right off. Well, no, it doesn't. They have put 3 pretty good sized plastic tabs on this auxiliary battery cover. And without removing other material in the car, like even the center console, things like that, it looks like it's going to be a pain in the butt. Well, knowing that there's 8 hex bolts that are holding this thing down, I'm trying to figure out what the heck those tabs are for. So my recommendation is this: get rid of the tabs. The tabs are nothing more to me than job security for Mercedes tech, because there is no reason for those tabs on there, and to replace this battery is super simple without those stinking tabs. So what you're going to need is what I'm calling Mercedes authorized. Tin snips is what I used, but you can use anything that will cut through plastic, even if it's a zip tool or something like that. And when you're looking at those tabs, the 2 tabs, you have 2 tabs on the right hand side near the center console, and the front one is really super easy. It's just a single piece of stick out plastic there. The one toward the rear is a little more stout. It's a U shape, and it faces you, so you're going to clip both ends of the U off of it and leave the bottom part. And then once you do that, you can use your finger and push back, and it just simply breaks off. And then you'll find, yes, there's a 3rd tab. That 3rd tab is located on the back left, and it is a triple U. It's almost like a W, if you will. And you're going to need to snip all 3 of those legs off, and then again bend it. It's going to come right out. There's not a problem there. You're not going to damage anything when you do it, and it goes in and out without a problem. Now after that, you're also going to find that there's an additional cover that's over the top of this auxiliary battery. Your fuses and your auxiliary battery are exposed at this point. To remove the auxiliary battery cover, you're going to push the 2 tabs on the far left, which is right up against the side of the car. You push those 2 tabs backwards and then lift up, and it'll simply just rock off. And then you can pull that cover off. It exposes your battery. Now before you remove this battery, on the back side, on the back left hand side, there's something red, and what that is the battery acid drain. So you need to just simply pull it off, and you can use your fingers, and it just kind of slides right off that tube on the battery, and then the battery will simply lift right out. Now, I went on Amazon and I found a Bosch battery for $119. You can find a Mercedes brand battery to replace the existing battery that was there, but that battery cost itself is over $200. That's the entire cost. That and a few minutes of your time is what it costs to replace the battery. Once you buy this battery from Amazon, it'll come in and you just slide it right back in there, attach your bolts, make sure you put your battery acid drain back on. Slide your battery cover on, just the rocket, it rocks right back on there and clips. And then put that giant protective cover that covers the fuses and the battery back on with those 8 bolts. And trust me, it's going to be on there so solid. And then push your 2 decorative panels on, and that's the end of the job. It's really, really super easy.